What up, beautiful people? It is your homegirl, Shameless, all up in your building. So, as many of you know, I was in Los Angeles last month. We're going to Four Seasons for the interview press release of Divergent. I want to get there in one piece, so I gotta do this when I get there. Okay, I'll see you guys there. And as many of you guys know, I have been working with Lionsgate to help them promote my fave book series of the moment, Divergent. And while I was there, I went to the screening. The screening of Divergent.
It was amazing, and I was sitting next to you.
AJ was crying beside me.
I'm inspired.
I'm just crushing right now.
Call me
Crazy, but you back up. Fun times. And I also got the chance to interview the cast of Divergent. And I have been on sets before, but I've never been like an interviewee with like lights, camera people, crew, all of that stuff, waiting in the hallways with a bunch of PR people. It was such an interesting experience. So I'm gonna share that with you guys here. They have a lot of inspiring, empowering messages, and the whole premise of this book, the movie, and the interviews are just to face your fears. So tune in for this two-part series with the cast of Divergent. Stay tuned to the very end because there is an awesome giveaway. Let's get it.
Maya, would you like to say your name for me and your outlet?
Sure. My YouTube name or my real name?
Up to you. This is
however
interesting.
you want to be known.
This became really interesting.
Maya Washington. Okay.
Wait, is that different than your YouTube name?
Pardon?
Is that different than your YouTube
Yes,
name?
my YouTube name is Shameless Maya.
Shameless Maya.
Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Yes, exactly. What do you guys want young viewers to walk away with from watching this movie? Anything?
I think that life is a journey, and just when you think it's over, it's not. That there is always another day and another adventure ahead, you know, and expectations can shortchange. Just like,
Right.
Don't limit your imagination by what you think your life should be, because your life can be much more than probably you even fantasize about.
Right.
Yeah, and for me, a big message in the film, I think, is that fear is something to be faced but not dispensed with. You know, our fears are essential parts of who we are. And one of the things that, Four teaches Tris, really, is to embrace your fears and work through them. And so often in life, we think, I shouldn't be afraid,
Right.
and feel shameful about being afraid. And really, courage, the definition of courage is being willing to look at your fear in the face and still take action. And I think that that's something we all can be reminded of.
Courage is fear that has said its prayers.
Mm-hmm.
Quote that one.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Everyone's asking you guys the same questions.
No.
Yeah, but that you ask whatever you
switch
want.
it up.
Okay.
Mix it up.
Biased World from Twitter. They would like to know your reaction after finding out you booked the role.
Oh, yeah.
Long story short, it was pretty life-changing. I
Yeah?
was sort of being evicted from my apartment. I was three months behind.
You're like, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
This is
so,
a story.
Yeah, I was sort of 3 months behind and sort of on my way out with the whole acting thing. I was just like, oh, wow, this is not really working out. Next thing I know, I was sort of off to Chicago.
And then yourself?
It
reaction?
blew my mind. It was a
Yeah.
combination of like disbelief, excitement, and fear, I suppose. And
Yeah.
I actually got, I kind of, they shouldn't, I mean, it rarely happens, but I found out in the room, they were like, so, we'll see you in Chicago.
Oh, they said that?
Yeah, and I was like,
Hold on, which
really?
round of
this was my
auditions?
final round. So I
Your final
met
round.
I Skyped with Neil, director. I'd met some producers, and this was the final round of producers. And they said, "So, yeah, I'll see you in Chicago." And I didn't believe it,
Right,
so
yeah.
I just was acting really cool.
Right, like-
I think they wanted me to do the whole X Factor, like, "Oh my god!" But I was just like, it was like I'd offered them the job. I was like,
Right.
"Yeah, cool, see you in Chicago."
Right.
And then I walked off, and I walked back to the car in LA, and I was like. And that's when it hit me,
Right.
of what happened. And then the whole car journey back, I was just thinking, don't crash. Just stay focused, because your
Right.
mind is kind of running.
Did
a million
the
miles
Jerry
a minute.
Maguire turn the music
Yeah.
on?
Right.
Because I'm free! Tom Petty.
Pretty good.
Thanks. It's my Jerry Maguire.
Okay, so for this movie, they asked us YouTubers to face our fears. So
Yeah.
I jumped out of an airplane.
No,
Nobody had to go
no
that
way, you
extreme, but I
serious?
did.
Nice.
Wow.
Skydive.
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
You
Oh
film
wait,
it?
you had a
I
back
filmed
thing,
it.
right?
I
Cool.
uploaded it. All that
Where
fun
did you
stuff.
jump? Santa Barbara? No.
No, I'm from New York, so it was
Okay,
in
cool.
New York.
I've been wanting to do that.
Oh,
skydiving.
really?
Yeah, so bad.
It's scary. I want to do it again because it was so out of body.
Did you
course,
film
yeah.
it?
I did.
Yeah.
Awesome. Wow.
The guy had a GoPro on his
Right,
head.
right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Did you guys ever do any like thing to face your fear? Has there been a big fear of yours that you had to face?
As people, like...
Like something that you're like, you know what, I'm afraid of this, I gotta face it.
I was pretty, this is so boring, but I was pretty scared to audition when I started
Right,
at like
okay.
17 or 18. And so, yeah, it was always just kind of like, I would walk in and be like, you know, the agent or whatever is
Yeah.
like, hey, they really want to see you, so go on in there.
Yeah.
And then you sort of learn that, like, you know, it isn't sort of for you, you know, it's
Right.
sort of, there's other people that are going out for it. So I think the rejection thing was sort of, in the beginning, I was like, oh man, they didn't like me, you know, like
Right.
I did everything I could, you know, so it's like, you have to sort of build a tough skin, you know, after a while. But I remember in the beginning, I was kind of like dreading the audition stuff.
Right. I know.
I-
And for you?
Yeah.
I was always terrified of talking to girls as a kid, because I went to an all-boys school from the age of 4 to 18, and I have a lot of boys in my family, a lot of brothers, and so I would say I had to face the fear of interacting with girls as like a teenager, and it was something that you just had to kind of get rejected a few times. A bit like
Right.
acting, you just have to jump
Yeah.
in and
And just do it.
and ask a
Take the
girl out,
plunge.
and they'll say, "You're too small, sorry," and then move on.
Oh,
Too small?
AJ
I was
had
really
the
small.
same thing.
AJ?
He did, so he had to face his fear.
Oh, yeah.
And his was approaching girls. He was playing the
You
guitar
can-
and singing,
Oh,
serenading
wow.
a girl in public,
Like
Wow.
a stranger that he...
like a stranger. He just
That's brave.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you have to do it. I realised that you
You
just
have
have
to
to
do
kind
it.
of close your eyes and to jump in. And
What
then
was the song that he...
he made it up, I think.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
cool. But we can find it on YouTube.
You could find it on YouTube. Yeah.
This is true.
That wasn't so bad. I was kind of nervous, but it was really interesting to experience. All the actors are in like different rooms in the hotel. And there's like seating in the hallways, like they set up chairs and you're just sitting there and there's a bunch of other interviewers. The closest thing I can relate it to is an audition. For anyone who's had an audition or even a job interview, that whole experience. So that's how it felt like. It was kind of funny and nerve-wracking at the same time. But anyways, giveaway time. This is a special edition. This is a special edition Divergent makeup kit. 4 eyeshadow palettes. 4 lip glosses. I haven't used any of the lip glosses, but I did try out. I'm allergic to lip gloss, but I did try out the eyeshadow to see what kind of quality it was. It's pretty darn good. 2 people will win. I'm just gonna split this in half. So someone's gonna get my Shameless cooties, but then you also get another one. I'll spray it with alcohol too before I send it out. Along with Divergent hats, bags, and pens. I just kind of just stole a bunch of stuff when I was at the hotel. I was just like stealing stuff and I'm like, giveaway. I didn't steal. I asked and took more. You see, I'm always thinking of you. I was my thoughts. What to do now for my bows. Oh yes, how to enter the giveaway. Read the description box, but basically let me know if you've watched the movie or read the book, and if you have, let me know which faction you belong to. I would be Dauntless, and then use the hashtag Shameless Faction. Okay, that's it. Remember guys to do you, be you, and stay true. Be shameless, boo.